Hello to my Cancer family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the new year of 2022 for January 3rd through the 9th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe and join me daily for my quick glance daily readings. Now, these are general readings, Cancer, so I'm picking up the Cancer energy in a general sense. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's take a look at your cards for the week ahead. First card, the Two of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Judgment. Okay, Cancer. We will get to your other cards in a little bit, but first, Cancer, well, the energy that I am picking up from your cards is, yes, like a very busy energy, but it's almost like you're taking steps for a better lifestyle. That's about the best way I can put it. Taking steps, getting information, kind of really trusting in your intuition, Cancer, as to what you should do, what direction you should go. And you're really trying to ground yourself and get back to the basics, which is excellent, Cancer. So let's take a look at your cards individually. First, you have the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords tarot card is normally a card where you usually see an individual sitting on a bench blindfolded. But here we have almost like a mirror image. Almost like weighing the options, trying to get information on what you don't know as of yet. Two of Swords is Libra's card in energy. So you're trying to balance something. Yeah. Trying to balance something this week, to balance things out. And this card is ruled by the moon. So some things are hidden from you. Information that you need. Two of Swords is kind of being at a standstill. You're maybe putting off making a certain decision at this time. You're contemplating your options is what I'm picking up. And that could be in regards to something that you're dealing with, a circumstance, a workplace situation, something in the home, a relationship maybe. It's a real toss-up as what you have to make a decision about is something where you're really ignoring your emotions to try to make a logical, rational decision. You've got this number 2 energy where you're trying to keep things in balance and harmony. Yeah. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Two of Swords. As on this card, there's no blindfold, so you see exactly like the image, just like a mirror image here. The Magician. Well, it's an indication here with this clarifying card is that you are collecting, using resources available to get information, to get the tools that you need in order to be able to make this decision here and move forward with your plans. And with this being a general reading, wow, this can go in many different directions. It can be something in regards to relationships, maybe where you want to move to. It could be a new job. It could be something to do with friends, family, neighbors, coworkers. So there's a lack of having everything that you need in order for you to make this decision. But with the Magician card, you're racking up the tools that you need in order to make a very logical and rational decision in regards to what this Two of Swords is all about for you, Cancer. Now, next, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And what you see here is Bez, the god of fortune. Now, Bez is holding the Eye of Horus, which is a symbol representing well-being, healing, protection. Specifically, what I'm going to say, from negative energy or unfortunate circumstances. So there's an opportunity here coming in for protection, to be able to use this good fortune in a way that's going to benefit you, Cancer. Now, in general, when the aces present themselves, it's kind of like divine intervention, divine blessings coming in. It's opportunities. It can be at the beginning of like maybe a new project or a chance to improve your health. It can possibly, with this being Pentacles, money coming in, which you can then invest in either paying bills or saving for your future. For some Cancers, this can be a new job opportunity, a chance for promotion. So it's an indication here with this Ace of Pentacles, a time to strengthen your roots, to ground and center yourself, begin building this foundation for the future. It's also an indication, whenever this card likes to show up, to spend some time outdoors, as that is where you will find fresh inspiration for what it is you're trying to accomplish this week. This is kind of like a gift being presented to you, Cancer. Certainly can be new information, knowledge, wisdom, the resources that you're looking for, needing, in regards to this Two of Swords. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Ace of Pentacles. Also could be that the Magician card manifesting this new opportunity here. The Hanged Man. So the opportunity has something to do with looking at something in a new way. And I mean a completely different way. This is about thinking differently, acting differently, being prepared, tapping into your intuition. This Hangman card is number 12 numerology, which reduces to 3, which is an indication of new beginnings. So you're at the start of creating this kind of energy where you could be manifesting what it is that you need or want. It could be certainly networking, research, anything that's going to help you out with making the decisions or choices that seems to be apparent here with your cards. And I'm kind of seeing you almost like, once again, almost like drawing a line in the sand, as in starting again. This is certainly a new beginning. So some of you are trying different things and seeing what works and what doesn't. Next, you have the Judgment card. Trying not to get the shadows here. Well, this is an indication of drastic change, releasing the past, kind of reviewing. It's an indication, Cancer, that your current phase of life is coming to an end. And not physically, just your lifestyle, how things have always been. That's coming to an end. And now kind of really turning to spirit, tuning into your higher calling to learn where to go to. Drastic change coming in. This is like a rite of passage, a transitional period. Once again, you have number 20. You have the 2 energy, trying to balance something out. So for some, this could be the balance between your home and work life. Could be the balance in regards to relationships. But one thing for sure with the Judgment card, it is drastic change and transformation. This card's ruled by Pluto. Pluto is named after the Roman god of the underworld, so it's associated with death and rebirth, transformation, change. So it's kind of like a cycle. And I'm picking up for some Cancers, you're just going through this cycle. And since it is a general reading, it can be in regards to whatever you're trying to make decisions about. And that could be in regards to the workplace, could be where you live, could be in regards to relationships. It can go off in many different directions. But you're trying to get answers, information, going about it like in a very practical, logical way so that you can get the tools and the resources, whatever you need to be able to manifest what you need to move forward. It's about the best way I can explain like the energy that's coming through. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Judgment card. See what else comes through. Six of Swords. That can be leaving something or someone behind. Six of Swords is some kind of mental healing. It's like a retreat, support. It can be like actually physically moving away from something destructive. So definitely moving away from something to try to get a new point of view. Really ties into why you might be struggling here, making a decision. You're trying to get a better perspective on how you want to proceed. So yeah, definitely a time of transition, change coming in. But once the dust settles here, Cancer, you're going to feel so much better as to how you handled this and possibly what you left behind with the Six of Swords. You've got that number 6 energy, again, trying to get that balance in place. Now, the numerology here for your 3 tarot cards. "23", which reduces to 5. 5 is a difficult number. It's a challenge. It shakes things up. It breaks your old habits, whether you like it or not. So it's very much drastic change for you this week, Cancer. There is something that you're dealing with that is causing this drastic change. So for some, it has to do with relationships. Others, it has to do with what you do for a living, possibly where you live. And it's difficult with this number 5 energy. 5 is also the number of your throat chakra, so it can definitely be something that's very difficult that involves communication. Now, last card here is kind of like an overall energy for your tarot cards for the week. And you received the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Well, that kind of sums it up. It's keeping yourself grounded and centered, trying to get back to the basics. Queen of Pentacles is all about creating a very comforting, nurturing kind of environment. Usually, it refers to being very resourceful, very protective, but down to earth, very health conscious. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is actually Capricorn's card in energy, so it's one of being very organized, very focused, practical, very caring, and persevering most of all. So definitely tied into making some kind of sensible decision, just trying to stay well-grounded, emotionally balanced. Queen of Pentacles energy cares for, protects others. She's a very nurturing mother, successful in business, and definitely makes a comfortable home for herself and for those she loves. So there's this energy, which is why the rest of your tarot cards are indicating such an upheaval and transition and change and difficulty, making decisions without having all the information at hand, just terribly trying to keep everything balanced, Cancer. That's the biggest thing that I'm picking up here. Now let's take a look at your crystal for the week. Prehnite. And it says here, release, declutter. Let me grab mine. It's close by. Okay, this is my Prehnite crystal. All right. So this crystal and message is indicating a time for you to release any stress from your physical and emotional body, as well as your home environment. So definitely clear out any clutter in your home environment, your work environment. It's important to release and let go anything that you no longer need, Cancer. Your angels and guides have chosen the Prehnite crystal to help you to move forward in your life by releasing anything that's holding you back. Now, this crystal is known as being called the Feng Shui crystal because it assists in the decluttering process. So it helps you become more organized and assists you to see things from the most beneficial perspective. So this can help you out with possibly trying to make a decision, seeing things differently. Remember, objects hold energy, vibration. So yeah, it's a time to get rid of any objects that hold a negative memory or thoughts for you. And by decluttering and moving things around, you're changing up the energy so that new energy can come in, Cancer. Now, your last card here is an oracle card for direction. And you received education. I think this is actually the first time that I've seen this card come up in a reading for like the entire time that I've had this deck. But it's an indication for you, Cancer, that life is filled with lessons. It's indicating to be teachable. Wisdom comes through from participating in life, not just reading about it. So this card here is suggesting that you might not have enough knowledge about what you're seeking, the direction to take, your circumstances, exactly what your Two of Swords is all about. But it's an indication there is information coming. So now's the time to research. Ask a person who might know more than you. Maybe find a teacher, take a course, something where you can be able to more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Definitely, this card's indicating that life can throw you curveballs, and sometimes you have to learn, through experience. But it's also saying now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions, kind of tying into your Hangman card here. You need to see things in a different light, in a different way. And it's okay, Cancer, to say, I don't know, but attach the word yet to it. I don't know yet. So Cancer, your cards and energy, it's almost like taking the different steps to enable you to have all the resources that you need to make the right decisions, take the right action, the right direction, seeing things from a different point of view, changing things up, keeping things very organized, decluttered, and getting back to the basics here with the Queen of Pentacles, keeping yourself grounded, healthy, and providing a very warm and loving, caring environment to the best of your ability. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. And for private tarot card reading, the links are listed below. Love and abundance to my Cancer family.